Hello, and welcome to Midnight Signal AI for March 28th, 2026. I'm Alex, here with Jamie, and tonight we've got a packed episode. We'll dive into how Google is using AI to power their I/O 2026 experience, new coding superpowers for developers, the geopolitics of AI research, and how OpenAI is transforming a centuries-old company. Plus, we'll touch on agent protocols, voice assistants in care homes, and a couple of thought-provoking perspectives from the AI community. Let's get started. First up, from the Google AI blog, Google I/O 2026 is officially announced for May 19th and 20th back at Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View. But as is now tradition, Google's kicking things off early with their annual Save the Date puzzle, and this year it's powered by cutting-edge AI. The experience uses generative models to create puzzles and clues that adapt to each participant, highlighting how AI can augment creativity and engagement even before the main event begins. You can check it out now on the Google Developers blog.
What's really interesting here is how Google's using this as a showcase for practical, playful applications of generative AI. It's not just about flashy demos. They're letting anyone interact with the tech in a low-stakes, fun environment. That's a clever way to demystify AI and get the developer community excited, especially with I/O always serving as a springboard for Google's next big announcements.
Exactly. This kind of public-facing AI experience also serves as a stress test and feedback loop for Google's models. Real people, unpredictable inputs, and lots of creative edge cases. It's a reminder that AI isn't just about productivity tools. It can also drive unique, memorable experiences that build community. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more companies adopting this approach for their own flagship events.
And it's worth noting, with AI-generated content, personalization becomes part of the draw. Each user's puzzle journey is a bit different, making it stickier and more shareable. This could be a glimpse into how we'll interact with digital events in the future, dynamic, personalized, and powered by AI under the hood.
Speaking of developers and AI, Google also dropped a major update for Gemini Code Assist this week. According to their blog, the team rolled out new features like agent mode with auto-approve, inline diff views, and enhanced context management. The goal is to make the AI not just a generic assistant, but a highly tailored coding collaborator that adapts to each developer's workflow.
This is a big shift. Instead of having to prompt the AI over and over, developers can now let the assistant proactively suggest, approve, or apply changes in real time. Inline diff views make it easier to see exactly what's being modified. And with customizable commands and smarter context windows, the friction of working with an AI pair programmer is starting to melt away. It's moving closer to seamless integration, not just a chat window bolted onto your IDE.
And on that note, there's another Gemini Code Assist update, this time the introduction of finished changes and outlines for IntelliJ and VS Code extensions. Finished changes lets the AI complete code, implement pseudocode, and refactor by observing your edits. Outlines, meanwhile, generates interactive summaries of your code to improve comprehension, which is a big deal for onboarding and navigating large projects.
That's huge for productivity. Developers can now lean on the AI for everything from finishing tedious refactors to quickly understanding unfamiliar code bases. It's about reducing mental load, especially when juggling multiple projects or collaborating across teams. And by embedding these tools directly into popular editors, Google's making advanced AI support accessible at scale. We're seeing the gap close between what an expert developer can do and what's possible for everyone else.
Switching gears, Google also announced Plan Mode for their Gemini CLI. This is a read-only environment where the AI analyzes complex code bases and maps out architectural changes, but crucially, it can't execute anything by accident. Developers can collaborate with the AI to refine strategies, pull in external data, and plan before any code is actually touched.
That's a thoughtful safety feature. One risk with AI-driven coding tools is unintended changes or security issues from executing code too soon. Plan Mode lets teams leverage AI's analysis and planning skills without giving it free rein in live environments. It also encourages better communication between the AI and human developers. Think of it as a whiteboard session, but powered by real-time code understanding.
Staying with Google, there's a new developer's guide to AI agent protocols out now. This guide introduces 6 protocols like MCP and A2A for standardizing how AI agents access data and communicate. The idea is to get rid of custom integration code so agents can handle tasks like inventory checks, commerce transactions, and secure payments in a modular, interoperable way.
This is a big step towards making AI agents more plug-and-play. If protocols like these catch on, we could see a rapid expansion of agent ecosystems. Think specialized bots that can securely interact with different services, all using common standards. It's a move towards AI agents as first-class citizens in the software stack, not just isolated tools.
On a broader note, let's talk about geopolitics and AI research. Wired reports that NeurPIS, one of the world's top AI conferences, briefly implemented a new policy that many Chinese researchers saw as exclusionary. After swift backlash and fears of deepening divides in the global AI community, the organizers reversed the decision. But the episode underscores how scientific collaboration is getting tangled with international politics.
This is a concerning trend. AI research has always benefited from open, cross-border collaboration. When geopolitics start shaping who gets to participate or even publish, it threatens to fragment the field and slow down collective progress. The NeurPIS reversal is a relief, but the underlying tensions aren't going away. It's a reminder that as AI becomes more strategic, the stakes for access and influence are only going to rise.
Switching to industry, OpenAI published a case study on STADLER, a 230-year-old company that's now using ChatGPT to transform how its 650 employees handle knowledge work. According to OpenAI, ChatGPT is helping staff save time and boost productivity, showing that even deeply traditional organizations are finding real value in generative AI.
That's notable because it shows AI adoption isn't just for startups or tech giants. For a company with centuries of legacy processes, integrating ChatGPT means overcoming culture and workflow barriers. But the payoffs, accelerated decision-making, easier access to internal expertise, are compelling. We'll probably see more old guard firms following suit as these tools mature, and the ROI becomes clearer.
And on the research front, Archive featured a paper on PLDR LLM's reason at self-organized criticality. The authors claim that when these language models are pre-trained at a self-organized critical state, their reasoning outputs resemble phenomena seen in phase transitions. Think physics, not just computer science. The models appear to reach a kind of meta-stable steady state, potentially boosting generalization and reasoning capabilities.
It's pretty wild to see concepts from statistical mechanics making their way into AI model design. If these findings hold up, it could point to new ways of training models that are better at complex deduction and generalization. It's a reminder that the frontiers of AI research are increasingly interdisciplinary, borrowing from physics, biology, and beyond to push the limits of what these systems can do.
On a practical note, another archive paper evaluated a multi-agent, voice-enabled smart speaker built for care homes. The system supports spoken access to resident records, reminders, and scheduling, with a safety-focused evaluation framework. It's part of a broader movement to bring AI assistance into healthcare, especially where staff are stretched thin.
That's the kind of real-world application that's easy to overlook but can have huge impact. For care homes, reducing administrative workload means staff can spend more time on patient care. But the safety angle is key. AI must be robust, private, and error-resistant, especially in sensitive settings. The evaluation framework is a step towards making these tools trustworthy, not just convenient.
Quick hit before we wrap. A Hacker News post titled, "I'm leaving the AI party after one drink" is making the rounds, with over 100 comments. The author, an early enthusiast, expresses disillusionment with the current trajectory of AI, citing ethical concerns and a sense that the field has lost its way.
It's a sobering perspective. For all the excitement and innovation, there's growing fatigue and skepticism in parts of the community, especially around hype, misuse, and the pace of commercialization. These voices serve as a valuable counterbalance, reminding us to keep the conversation honest and the technology accountable.
That's all for today's edition of Midnight Signal AI. We covered Google's playful AI puzzles, major upgrades to developer tools, the intersection of AI and geopolitics, OpenAI's impact on legacy companies, new research frontiers, and some thoughtful dissent in the community. As always, you'll find links to every story in our show notes. Stay curious, stay informed. See you tomorrow.